Yo, what is going on everyone? Welcome back to another Destiny video. Guiding Light here, and in this video I am bringing you guys some Crucible gameplay with the new exotic pulse rifle, the Vigilance Wing. Now you can receive this pulse rifle through exotic engrams, and there's tons of ways to get exotic engrams in this game, whether it be public events, strike chests, or even just finishing up the main story of Destiny 2. So there's tons of ways to get exotic engrams. Now, when decrypting exotic engrams, there's quite a few different weapons that you can receive, but I got lucky and got the Vigilance Wing. Now, as you can tell by the rolls on this weapon, it does definitely seem like it's more of a Crucible-based exotic. As you can see, it's a 5-round burst, and it will heal a little bit of your health on an allied death. Now, if you inspect this weapon and you've played Destiny 1, you can tell that this weapon is definitely catered around the Trials of Osiris. It's definitely meant for possibly Trials of the 9 as well. It has a lot of perks that have to do with being the last Guardian standing. So this is definitely going to be something that you'll most likely be seeing a lot of in Trials of the 9 when that launches next week. Especially with that perk on there that will actually heal you when an ally goes down. So here's a quick look at this exotic, guys. This is probably one of the best looking exotics that I've seen in Destiny. Even counting Destiny 1, this is probably one of the best looking weapons just in general in Destiny. So as you can tell here, the Harsh Truths is the intrinsic perk. And we have a corkscrew rifling, alloy magazine. Now we also have Last Stand, which is the perk that will improve your weapon's performance when you are the last Guardian standing. So that is definitely why I believe this pulse rifle will be better in Crucible more than it will be in PvE. Now this weapon is kind of weird, and I'm going to show you guys some Crucible gameplay now. It definitely took a little bit of getting used to, guys. This is about like maybe my 4th or 5th game with this pulse rifle. Now in all the first-person shooters that I've played, because I've played quite a few other than just Destiny alone, I've never used a gun that was a 5-round burst. So that's why, at first it was definitely really weird for me. It definitely took a little bit of like learning to figure it out, and I was just so used to using like a 3-round burst weapon that I was shooting the trigger a little bit sooner than I would be normally, or that you actually need to for this weapon. So after a few games, you guys will start to get the hang of it. Who knows, you might have better luck than I did. You guys might just be good with it right after receiving it, but it definitely did take me a few games to get used to the 5-round burst. So the 5-round burst definitely does make this gun pretty amazing though once you get used to it, because you can do quite a bit of damage and you can team shot a lot more than you would be with most other weapons. And as you guys can tell, this thing will actually melt through people when you're team shotting. You can just absolutely destroy people, especially if you have some help from your teammates. Now this isn't a weapon or a pulse rifle that I would really want to use when right up on top of somebody, so in extremely close range, I don't think this is the best weapon. You're going to want to make sure you pull out your sidearm or your submachine gun, or just any sort of secondary weapon. The pulse rifle isn't going to be that effective at very close range, and somebody with a submachine gun or with a really good hand cannon shot is most likely going to outgun this weapon due to the stagger. I have not used this weapon at all in PvE, as I just didn't really think it was necessary. Most of the perks were PvP based, and I don't think I'll ever really pull this thing out in PvE, but who knows. This review is mostly just for PvP. Now if you guys do want to see how this thing performs in PvE, I can definitely do that. If you guys want to see that, just let me know in the comments if you really do want to see how this thing performs in PvE. Who knows, this thing could be a strike slayer. I don't really know, because I haven't used it at all in PvE, and this review is mostly just focusing around PvP in general, so just let me know if you guys want to see anything about PvE in this weapon. Now if I had to say, there are a few things about this weapon I actually don't really like. Like, I don't really like the fact that you can't change the barrel. So the perks that you get are you're kind of stuck with. You can't change the recoil pattern or the ballistic of the weapon at all, which is something I didn't really like. Now another thing I don't exactly like about this weapon is the reticle. Now it's designed pretty cool. It reminds me a lot of Trials of Osiris. As you can see, it looks pretty cool when you're holding it, but when you're aiming down your sight, I don't know, there's something about it I definitely didn't like. It's not that it's bad or anything like that, it's just not something I prefer, and I felt like it kind of distracted me a little bit when I was trying to aim. And I don't know, it just made me feel like my sensitivity was a little off, but it wasn't. I still kept it on 4. I played it on 4 for Destiny 1, played on 4 for Destiny 2, but something just kind of seemed a little bit off when I was using this weapon for some reason. But I'm sure through more testing, while I play a few more games, it's something I'm definitely going to get used to. Now if I have some tips for you guys that just to be able to use it after I've used it a few games, I kind of have a little bit of a method for trying to get more kills with this weapon. And you really want to try to stand still while you're firing your weapon. If you stand still when you fire your burst, it seems to become a lot more accurate, and a lot of more shots will actually land on target. So it's a lot easier to hit headshots in general and do that precision damage if you're standing still. So that's just one tip I have for you guys. When you're pulling your trigger, at least, like, you want to strafe back and forth occasionally just to dodge people's shots, but at least when you pull the trigger, or if you're at a medium to long distance and the person isn't going to be able to shoot you the second they see you, it's best just to try to stand still when pulling the trigger. It definitely makes the gun just a little bit more accurate, and therefore it does a little bit more damage per second. Now, as you can see there, I almost had a chance at getting all 4 of those guys if I had just pulled out my sidearm, but unfortunately I just ended up getting melted by those 2 guardians there. But overall, guys, like I said, I really do like this pulse rifle. It definitely takes a little bit of getting used to. It has a bit of a learning curve, and I definitely didn't just pick it up and start doing amazing with it first game. Now, if I had to give you guys another tip, it's about the 5-round burst, and that's actually what I had to get used to, is just getting used to like pulling the trigger, because if you play a lot of Destiny 1 or just a lot of FPSs in general, and you're used to using those 3-round burst weapons, you have to pull the trigger like every second, because the bullets leave the gun a lot faster, and only 3 of them have to come out before you can pull the trigger again. Now with this weapon, you have to wait until 2 more shots come out, so if you're really used to that 3-round burst, then that's something you're going to have to get used to, because the 5-round burst will take about another second or so for the bullets to fully come out of the weapon. So you have to be patient with this weapon. You don't want to just be spamming R2 as fast as you would be with the 3-round burst, and that's really the only thing you have to get used to. It's just being patient enough to know when you need to pull the trigger with the 5-round burst. So it definitely took about 3 games or so to get used to it fully, until I got this gameplay here. So hope you guys do enjoy my little bit of a review here. This is a PvP review for the Vigilance Wing. I'm going to let these 2 gameplays roll out. Excuse my horrible Dawnblade skills, but I'm going to let these 2 gameplays roll out. We have this one gameplay here where I got about 33 kills, and then there's another gameplay I want to show you guys just so you can have a look at how it performs on another map, not just this one alone. So I hope you guys enjoy these 2 gameplays with the Vigilance Wing, this new exotic pulse rifle in Destiny 2. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like down below. If you want to see any more weapon reviews in this game, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. If you're new to the channel and you want to see more stuff from Destiny 2, like guides, gameplays, and even some live streams once Trials of Osiris and the raids drop, be sure to subscribe down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
For 1. One after another. Only 1 minute left. Got 30 seconds. You're breaking them. 2 for 1. One final push and victory is yours. 10 seconds. End them. Sound tactics bring victory. You gave them a drubbing. Total destruction. Zone A lost. captured Zone C. You have advantage. You made that look easy, Warlock. Five minutes remaining. You captured Zone A. That's a power play. You took them, now hold them. Zone B lost. Zone C lost. Fire team that fights together stays together. Zone C captured. You have zone advantage. With 10 warlocks like you, I could turn ideas into weapons. Zone B captured. Power play. Keep the pressure on. You're getting stronger as you fight. I love it! Zone B lost. 3 minutes. Zone A captured. Zone advantage is yours. Fire team that fights together stays together. Zone C lost. Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours. You fight like a demon for these zones. Bring me your friends. I need more like you.